To solve JAMB past question as well, so as to prepare the JAMB student. So today we'll be solving the JAMB 2012 past question. So we'll be solving this particular question of the 2012 JAMB question. So let's solve. So solution. Now the question says a man earns 3,500 naira per month, out of which he spends 15% on his children's education. So the first thing to do here is you interpret the question per line. So the first line we have a man earns 3,500 naira per month. So it means that what the man's salary is 3,500 naira. Now let's continue. He spends 15% on his children's education. So which means he spends how much? 15% on what? Children's education. So it means this is what? 15% on children's education. Now he says that he earns 3,500 naira per month and 50% on children's education. So the next thing that will come to mind is how much exactly is he spending out of this 3,500 naira on the children's education? You know, we were only told that he only spends 50% out of his salary, but we don't know the exact amount which it is. So our own duty now is to calculate the exact amount he's spending. The exact amount is spent out of 3,500 naira on his children's education. So how do we do that? That is what? 50% of 3,500 naira. So that will be 50% of 3,500. So we have 15 over 100 multiplied by 3,500. This cancel this. This cancel this. So we have 15 times 35. So we have 15 times 35. So 15 multiplied by 35. So that is going to give us 15 times 35 will give us 525 naira. So it implies that out of 3,500 naira which he earns as a salary, he is spending 525 naira on his children's education. So the 50% of the amount he spent is 525 naira. So let's continue the question. The question after that says that if he spends additional 1,950, can you see this time around that what the amount he spends is specific? I said 9,550, not maybe 10% or whatever percent. So this time around they gave us the precise amount he spent on food out of his salary. So he spends 1,950 on food. Now let's continue. Now how much does he have left? So out of his salary is what? He spends 50% of that salary on children's education, which is 525 naira. He's also spending 1,950 on food. So that is his total expenditure. So the next thing is let us calculate his total expenditure. His total amount is always spending. The total amount is spent out of the salary. So now the total spending, or you say total expenditure, which is 1,950 plus 525. The 0 plus 5, we have our 5. 5 plus 2, we have our 7. 9 plus 5, we have 14. And 1 plus 1 left, we have 2. So which means that what? His total expenditure, the total amount he spends on his salary is 2,475. So that is the amount he spent. So if he's spending this out of his salary, then how much are we going to have left? So that is easy to get, you just subtract. So his balance, or the amount he have left, that is going to be the salary, which is 3,500 minus the total amount he spent. Now we have 0 minus 5, that will give us 5. This will be 9 minus 2, 9 minus 7, which is 2. This is 4, 4 minus 4, which is 0, and this we have 1. So this is the amount he's going to have left. This is the amount he's going to have left.